number one before? Never? Never? Did you tell Gabe you were gonna grab it after he left?
I did. I told her, I ain't gonna lie. I told her, I was like, hey, you kind of look good in it. I was trying to see what I look like in it.
Wearing the number one, obviously, I mean, sometimes it comes with, I know I talked to Dante before and he talked about, like, that means you got to be number one, you know, if you're wearing one. Do you have any kind of connection with it at all, thinking that you're like, oh, I'm wearing number one, like, I got to be number one now?
I mean, I know that the number one do kind of bring eyes, because, like, ooh, who's number one? So, like, I know that kind of, like, brings eyes, but I just, like, I don't know, just keep playing my game, keep being confident, and that'll just, like, keep, like, ooh, that's number one. And I just keep bringing my confidence and stuff like that.
But for now, you feel pretty good wearing?
Yes,
like,
ma'am.
does it feel better than any other number you've worn?
I don't know yet. I gotta wait till I get to practice. When I can start practicing, I'll let y'all know.
How would you describe who wearing number one is in practice? Like, when you put that jersey on, who is the number one?
Oh, it's just a confidence thing. Like, when I'm number one, like, hey, they throw it over here, got to be locked down. So it's just a confidence thing. Like, number one.
How would you describe what you've done in the offseason to kind of put yourself in a position to be successful this year?
Oh, just really just working on my coverages and working on my off, working on my press, just keep trying to find the little details, because, like, I know, like, people are going to try to take advantage of the little small stuff. So just kind of, like, watching my film and just trying to see what I can get better at.
Thanks, Ricky.
No problem.
Good luck this season.
Thank you.
I'm going to steal the
Sorry.
You good?
Yep. I know you've probably been asked, this already, but how have you felt yourself kind of grow over this offseason? Played some last year, but obviously a much bigger role this upcoming year.
I just kind of felt myself growing my confidence level, just knowing that, trying to find out who I am and what I can bring to the team. So I just say basically just my confidence. Can you repeat the question one time? I'm about to say it again.
No, yeah, just how you think you've grown and all that. What steps also, like, maybe off the field that you've seen yourself improving?
Off the field, I'll just say in the film room, trying to be able to help the younger people if they needed assistance, trying to, like, assist them on any coverage, even if it's like a safety or a star or something, like a position I really don't know. So I'll say trying to grow, like, with the full playbook. And then I'll say with my technique-wise, I'll just say, like, with my press man and my off man, just trying to find the little techniques as well.
What excites you the most about this team heading into this season as a vet?
Our bond. I feel like we got a great bond. I've never kind of been up a team like that, really had like a good bond like this. So I'll say our bond.
A lot of guys in that room, left, obviously, the cornerback. You brought in a couple of transfers in Jermod and McMurray. What have you seen from them? What do they do well, and how they help you make it?
They compete well. I like the competition. When they come here, I know they're bringing their A game every time. Where they come from, you can tell they were well coached and they had good skills. So I like that. I just like the competition they bring, and they really push me to keep on my A game.
Even though you were a young guy, did you feel like you were the old head in the room, kind of helping them catch up to speed?
Yes, sir. So, like, when they didn't know any kind of questions, or when they didn't know, like, the plays, I kind of assist them, kind of give them more detail on the play about it too, because I kind of know where they come from and where they played at. So yeah.
How would you summarize how your freshman year went and just kind of where you're at going into your sophomore year?
My summer, I'll say my summer just went up and down. It was very up and down, I'll say. But towards the end of the year, I kind of found my, like, confidence. And say the question one more time.
Just where you at going into your second year now?
Going to my second year, I would just say, like, yeah, my confidence just keep growing. Keep getting in the playbook as much as I can, keep watching film as much as I can, trying to just find the little stuff so I can just excel on game day.
You could have gone to a lot of different schools coming out of high school. Has Tennessee lived up to what you thought it was going to be?
Man, everything I wanted. Everything I wanted. They got great. Still communicate with my parents. Still talk to me as if I'm just like a regular person. So yeah, I say they met every expectation.
You mentioned there was some, it was up and down. What do you mean by that?
I just say up and downs. Like when I first got in with Florida game, going into the game, I didn't kind of know what to expect. I mean, I know what to expect because everybody was saying how fast it was, but man, it was kind of it took me for a little ride. And then just keep. So when I got after that Florida game, I just kind of had to evaluate myself and who I really was, and kind of go back to the drawing boards. They tried to throw me in Kentucky game. It was kind of still a rocky shake for me in Kentucky game. But all my other games I kind of exceeded. And then the Iowa game, that's when I finally felt like it's about that time. It's about that time. So yeah.
How much confidence did that Iowa game give you heading into the offseason?
It gave me a lot. Even though they really didn't kind of like test me that much, I just know that like since they really didn't kind of test me and I was kind of sticking with my guy, it just gave me a lot. It gave me a confidence that I can really do this.
Who's the toughest receiver to go up against in practice?
Ooh, I say Chris. It'll be Chris.
What makes him so difficult?
The way his body is, like he can control his body out of anything. Like when he goes up and go get the ball, high points the ball, I ain't gonna lie, he be getting up. So I just say like how he be controlling his body. He got good body control, good routes, and he's real fast.
What about Mike Matthews and Braylon Staley? What stood out about those two new guys?
Ooh, Braylon, I ain't gonna lie, Braylon got that speed too. He can go high point that ball. Mike got good route running as well, and he can get off the press as well. I really like Mike as well.
What have you seen from Merklinger and kind of how he's come in this offseason?
I feel like he got good decision making. I can't really get to try to bait him. I know I can try to bait his little like younger guys, even though he kind of is young, but like he kind of is cautious with the ball, which I do like, but he can fit it in.
Came in with Jordan Matthews. How have you seen him improve in the time y'all been here?
I would say with his coverage, he can match feed, get out breaks. I really like that. He got the playbook down as well. He know what to do, and I would just say that he basically competes. He competes very well. So.
What's y'all's expectations this season? What do y'all think y'all can achieve?
We want to win the championship. That's our expectations. Do anything, just win every game, take it one by one, just win.
What gives you confidence that y'all can do that?
What gives us confidence? I'll say our D-line, our coaches give us max confidence. They, throughout the week, they give us a good game plan to go excel. So I'll say our coaches.
How much easier is it to be a guy in the secondary when you have that defensive line?
Oh, it's way easier knowing that James and all of them gonna get back there. It makes it so much easier. Just practicing and watch how hard them work, and it gives me confidence as well. As if I hold my man up at the line, it makes it way easier for them as well.
How much NCAA have you played?
Oh, I played a lot. I be playing a lot.
Is it what's it like playing with yourself? How would you assess kind of what they have you at on the game?
I need my speed to go up a little bit more, but other than that, I like the overall. I like everything, but other than that, it's my speed.
Now, do you play as your player, or do you use James off the edge?
Now I play as my player, but James, he be getting back there, so like I said, he just make everything easy.
I think James is the guy that most people circle on the defensive line. Who are some of the other guys you feel like are due for big seasons?
Oh, Caleb Herring. I'll say you got Omar. Really, that whole D-line, that whole D-line is scary. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't even. It's a matchup problem for anybody in that D-line room. That's why I ain't gonna lie. I love it. I love it this year.
Have you heard of the game Star Bench Cuts? You played that before? You haven't? So it's when you get a category and you rank the three things as the best, the second best, and your third best. So I want you to do that, but with your Tennessee jerseys. So orange and white one that you have on right now, the new smoky grays, or the all black. So to start your favorite one of those, then your bench your second favorite, cut your third favorite.
Okay. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start the all black. I like black. And then I'm gonna go. I haven't seen the grays yet, so I'm gonna put that as 2.
Okay.
I know this is tradition. I ain't a big fan of tradition. I mean, I am a big fan of tradition, but like, I don't know. I like different stuff to make stuff pop. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Coach Heupel was talking there about just this is kind of the most mature group of newcomers he's had, especially some of the guys maybe that transferred. Obviously, they've played elsewhere, so maybe that helps a little bit. But just kind of what have you seen of those guys in the secondary?
Just how they able to pick up on the playbook, and how we are able to discuss more than just regular plays with them. So like I can tell them a coverage, and they're just asking more with the coverage, like, oh, what happens if he motions, or what happens if it's just a check or something like that. So for them to able to pick up on the playbook and go more into depth on the playbook, that I think I can see where you're coming from.
What about you? What about your growth between last year now to probably later, the second half of that year, you're over down the field more? Just kind of how important was that?
Like I said, I think everything just comes with confidence. Not really much you can really do without confidence, and just them keep putting me in, and show that they have the maximum confidence in me, and keep telling me they have maximum confidence. I have no choice but to give confidence in myself and finally show them what I really can do.
And then out of those new guys again, just kind of who's kind of stood out, even maybe some of the freshmen.
Who stood out? Brew Carter to stand out. Who else to stand out? On the offensive side, Mike has stand out. Braylon has stand out. Who else? Idris Farouk. He stand out too. That's a big one too.
Appreciate it, man.
No problem.